Hi everyone, well January is almost here and I have some new catalogs to share as well as show you some new products. Now I'm not allowed to open this and show you what's inside, but I thought I would share the cover because there's some good little peeks on there, and then I'm going to show you what I purchased from here. You'll get a chance to start purchasing from this catalog on January 4th. From this catalog you can purchase from on January 4th, but this catalog is stuff that you will get free when purchasing from this catalog in January 4th. So it's celebration time, and celebration is only one time this year. It used to be twice a year. Now it's back to one time a year. It's gone back and forth. So we're back to one time a year. It's only 2 months long this time. So you've got January and February to earn some fun freebies on the purchases that you make during January and February. This catalog goes through April, so there's even more opportunity to grab a few more things before they're gone. There's a lot of good things in here, so I'm going to show you what I purchased, and then I'm going to also show you some of the freebies you can get. I'll do the catalog first. So I can't show you inside, but I'm going to open it just so I can go through page by page in case there's something that I missed. Now the first item is something I've actually had for a while. They allowed us to purchase this one, back in, I think it might have been end of October, or maybe it was even, I don't know, a long time ago. We were allowed to purchase this because there was a fun little demonstrator only kind of crafting event where we got to craft together, and, or maybe it was for World Card Making Day. I don't know. There's so many fun things that we do. Anyway, this was something we were allowed to purchase early. It might have been, nope, it was demonstrator only event, and we were allowed to purchase this early, and it's called the Be Mine Bundle. Super cute. I love this punch because you don't see, I don't know if you can, with the glare, if you can see this punch, but there are 2 sizes of hearts and then this body of a bee. But in reality, if you just saw this and you didn't know what it was supposed to be, this could be a balloon or it could be a speech bubble. And you can put like hi or hello or thank you, whatever, inside this. And these are the bee's wings, but it could also be hearts. So I really thought this was a really fun punch because it is very versatile. And here is the stamp set. And we made some cards with it at that event, and I think I have given them away. So I don't think they're here anymore. Kind of looking through my desk real quick to see. Yeah, I think I've given them away. Oh, I have one. I have one left. And it wasn't finished, which is why I have it left. I meant to add a sentiment to that. Okay, so here's the bee. And it's just a really cute little sentiment with this. You've got, be mine, I love you no matter what, you're sweet as honey, you'll always be the one for me. Really cute. And then you make my heart go buzz buzz, happy Valentine's Day, and I love you. Super cute. And of course you can stamp out the heart and use it as a heart, or you can use it as wings for your bee. And your bee can be facing like this one where he's kind of like the full body, or if you go like this and put the face, there's a face going this way, so you can see how these faces are going that way, but you can have them go this way also. And we did a card like that, and that one is the ones I sent away, but really cute. And then there is paper to go with it, and the paper is really fun too. Here is the bees, but here's some, I think you see how you can have them going sideways or also right at you. Here's some more bees, but then the backgrounds, so you've got bees on one side and patterns on the other. So if you run out of your desire bees, you can start using the backgrounds. They're really cute. This one's cute with the little tiny bees. Here's jars of honey, tinier bees, just some flowers, stripes, and more bees. Bees, 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 and some honeycomb. Anyway, really cute paper. Perfect for Valentine's Day, but you can use it for anything after that too, because you can always say I love you to somebody, or that you can just say I'll always be there for you, be mine, I love you no matter what, is really cute too. So I like that there's different faces for the bee. This one kind of looks to me like angry eyes though. That maybe it could just be kind of like side eye, or just like it's cute. Also, along with that bee suite on the same page is these fun embellishments. Look at these. There's some little hearts and little flowers in colors coordinating with the, there's some more underneath here, coordinating with the paper colors. See? And there's a roll of ribbon. This is a really nice ribbon. It's sweet sorbet. I think it'll go nicely with a lot of things. And it ties really nicely. It's a nice size. It feels good. I like this. And then look at these pillow boxes. These make a square pillow box. And I had one that I made that is gone because I used it for Christmas. So you can use these little boxes at multiple times a year, but they're scored already. They've got this huge piece of adhesive on there, so they don't even need to be, you don't need adhesive. So it's a little tricky. You want to kind of put your fingers behind to guide where you're scoring, just so you don't get any creases in places you don't want. But once you get it, it's a really cute little box shape, and I really like it. So this is how it goes, like this. And then this one has adhesive on it, so you will just stick it closed. Like so. And then once you've got it closed, these can just be tucked, and you don't have to add any adhesive if you don't want to, but you could, or you can make sure your ribbon goes this way. But isn't that a fun shape? And it's actually pretty decently sized. Like, you can fit a good amount of things inside here. I used it, I had one made up and I used it for Christmas because I needed one more box. And anyway, so that's what you can fill. You can fit, I don't know if you can fit a ribbon in there. No, but you can fit some baker's twine. Lots of fun things will fit in there. And it's just such a cute shape, isn't it? Anyway, like that. That is on the same page with the bees. And you get 10 of those for $8. So less than $1 a box. And you can stamp on them or decorate them with ribbons and embellishments or what have you. Okay, another stamp set is this one. And I like this. This is called Sending Love. So it could go also for Valentine's Day, but it's actually good for other kinds of time too, because you've got the I miss you or welcome. So it's really cute, nice for neighbors, new homeowners. If you're a real estate agent, that would be nice. But I like the miss you for someone who's moved away. Okay, and I want to show you the dies because the dies are fun. Look at that. Okay, so you've got this mailbox that actually has a score in it, so it folds, and you can kind of slip inside of it this little envelope, which is adorable. I love the detail in the post. So you can make a little, you can use the stamped mailbox, or you can kind of make a mailbox out of cardstock, and it's just really cute. I like it. It's real sweet looking. Anyway, really nice. I love this little grassy little jagged end you can put on the bottom. Just really fun. A lot of little details. This little flag, you can kind of put a brad in it, and it's got a little hole so you can make the flag go up or down. It's just really cute. A lot of detail. And that's called Sending Love. So again, it's near the Valentine's, but I think it's good for any time. Okay, another one in the catalog is this one, Heartfelt Hexagons. I had to actually get this from my shelf because this is something we were allowed to buy earlier too for World Card Making Day. And actually customers were allowed to buy this one for World Card Making Day too, so you might have this one. Heartfelt Hexagons. I really like it because it really is, first of all, this is a nice shaped punch, but I also like, excuse me, the sentiments in this. It's always nice to have a sympathy, even though we don't want to have to make a sympathy card. It's always nice to have, so I like that, and it's a nicely scripted, nice size. And then I love anything with a punch, so you've got these little label outlines, and just Mr. and Mrs., sending you lots of love. Just a nice all-around bundle. Now here's one that I thought was Now here's one that I thought was really fun. This one's called Hooray for Surprises, and you might think, okay, what's so surprising? I mean, you've got birthdays, so you can have a surprise birthday, and that's always nice. But see here, this open here or pull, those come up in the dies. So these dies, and I'm going to have fun using these at Stamp Camp because I think sometimes these are easier to understand when you actually make something with them. Or, you know, I'll make videos, of course, so you'll see them in action. But they're hard to tell just looking at them. But if you notice on this heart, for example, it has this little area here that's like a pole. And so it's a circle, but there's this little area that's not quite a circle. And there's these tiny cuts inside these dies that don't show on camera, or you know, you're not going to be able to see them very well. But like this heart is not going to cut a full heart. It's still going to stay attached to what you're cutting it out of. And these little pieces, they're so tiny, are going to keep it from being able to lift away. So the recipient, you're going to tell them to pull on that little tab, and then it kind of tears away the heart. And same with this one. This is like kind of like one of those tear strips on an envelope where you can tear it. So you can make your card in 2 layers, have an outside layer, glue it down, and have this fun little tear piece that they tear away to reveal something inside. So that is going to be fun, and I think it's hard to describe, but once you try it and do it, I think it'll be fun. There are some samples in the catalog, and I can't show you the catalog, but once it releases on the 4th of January, you're going to see a lot of demonstrators using it. It's really cute, and it's something different. So I like when there's something different. Now, of course, you can use this heart for just the heart, and probably you have lots of circles. So you can use these stamps in conjunction with some of those images, like this heart matches this flower matches this cake, like that, this. So you've got some additional things, but it's just a fun little stamp set, something different, and I love that. Okay, this next one is a tool we've had a long time ago. We used to have brayers, and now we have them again, which is kind of fun. And so they're going to show you a few new tools like this, or I should say, well, I guess it's a tool. How do I open it? Okay, so this is a hybrid embossing folder, and it comes bundled with this die set. So they come together with one item number, and there are 2 different ones like that. One is hearts, and then this one is words, and I only wanted to get one at first, so I got the word one, and then later I can decide what I want to do with the hearts, if I want to grab them or not. I just really wanted to try it first, but I've heard good things from those who got it ahead of me. So you can see that these words cut out the embossing folder, and you are meant to ink up your embossing folder. Now you can cut these words out without inking them, but you'll get a nice printed image, I should say, if you emboss the brayer, and then you're going to take this one. Ooh. You're going to take this one and you're going to cut them at the same time as embossing them. So this has a raised edge, a raised lip that's going to ink up those words, and then you're going to cut them out at the same time as they ink up. So the ink will, and actually this is the raised side, so you ink it up and then you run it through with the die and the embossing folder at one time, and then it's going to cut out these words, and then you'll have these really nice little words here, sentiments. Now you can just do part if you put a strip of paper in there and only do one word, you know, or you can do them all, and that way you've got a bunch of words ready to go for when you need it. But the hybrid embossing folder. And then the brayer, if you have an older brayer, of course you can still use it. This one is different. It's silicone rather than rubber. I'll show you the older style. Our old ones were like this, so they were different type of handle. These are a little bigger, you'll notice, than our old style. And this was like a plastic handle, and this was a metal handle. So it's a little different. You can take them out and clean them. And then they go in a little more simpler than the old style one, which you could still take out, but you had to like pull it. And mine always got me aggravated. So the handle is more of a like a wire, so it's not, doesn't, you know, actually that feels better because this was kind of bulky. Anyway, our old one was this one. This is the new one. Okay, this next suite is my favorite, and I really, really love all of it. So it's one of those mega suites that has 2 stamp sets, 2 dies. This is just beautiful. These are purple fine shimmer gems, and there's a few shades of purple in here. And then this are paper butterflies, laser cut paper butterflies, and you can change these up. You can ink these up with a sponge or a brush and give them some color, and those are going to be beautiful, or you can leave them white and they're also beautiful. Okay, now this goes with this one. Okay, so there's 2 stamp and die sets. So you've got painted lavender, and you can imagine how these go. These are stems for this bunch here, and anyway, they're really pretty. I like the look of these. Those are going to be gorgeous stamped. The catalog samples are beautiful. Again, I wish I could show you, but starting in June or July, my goodness, January, I knew it was a J. You can do that, and here are the dies. Very pretty again, of course. Now you've got dies for the actual images, but then you've got some additional sprigs like this one, and it cuts 2 at the same time, which I thought was really smart of them. So it cuts 2 sprigs, and then here you've got some stems. Here's another stem, and anyway, very nice little butterfly like this. I love it, but I love lavender, so that's kind of my thing. Now this one comes in the mega suite, but this one is good by itself too. I love these sentiments. So this is nice. This is a photopolymer, and this is red rubber. So you've got the best of both here. I really like all the sentiments in here, and I love the font, the way they're written. But here, this is a fun die. This one's going to be one that you reach for again and again. It's postage, perennial postage, and you've got that postage edge, like a stamp edge, in a ton of different sizes. Look at this. So you've got this large, like entire background, and then a smaller one, and then just a whole bunch of sizes here. And then this is cute. It's like a little canceled postage thing there. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And this is just an embossing piece, so I don't think it actually cuts out. It's like an embossed piece. So that's fun. And then here, a little, tag. You can turn these into tags, or you can add this little like rivet. You can add a hole. Anyway, I think it's a really nice, here's another little piece here. This could be a little ribbon slot too, to put a ribbon through. Anyway, I really like these. So this is fun, but the paper, I need to show you the paper because it's my favorite part. Okay, first I want to point out the background here, how it's not your typical white background. It's kind of like a craft paper background, and I love that. I love the look of this lavender because it is like a watercolor painting, which is what I do, and I love it. And so to me, this paper is gorgeous. I love lavender. I plant it in my yard. When I touch it, I always run my fingers through it so my hands smell like lavender. I just love it. And so I really enjoy this paper. And then the back is this kind of craft. Look at how it looks like actual craft paper with like little imperfections and graininess. And then this like white painted little pieces on top. So the paper to me is amazing. All right, now here's another one. And you've got like every imaginable purple in here. You've got Highland Heather, Gorgeous Gray, Berry Burst, a little bit of Freesia for the background. And the green they're using here is Shaded Spruce, so it's brighter than a lot of times we use, but it's pretty and it looks really nice with Lost Lagoon, which is another favorite of mine. Look at this one with the, what is it, like a Queen Anne's lace type look, or a hydrangea? What is that flower? Someone tell me. It's background. Look at this one. I mean, so pretty. And I love that they did a craft background. This is like a craft paper gingham. It's just gorgeous. Like this paper, I'm gonna go through it like crazy. And here is another tinier print. Another great purple background. And here's more kind of a wildflower look. It's that same white flower, but they've colored them purple this time. So someone tell me what that is. And look at this background. Just love it. Just love it. Okay, that is the painted or perennial lavender suite, which includes the painted lavender items and also the perennial postage items. Just a really big suite full of good stuff. Okay, next I have Easter lilies. I always like to look for the Easter set. I love that it includes this palm for Palm Sunday and just really pretty lilies. My daughter's favorite lily is the tiger lily. So if I change the colors up from a traditional Easter lily, I bet I can do some nice tiger lilies with that, and she will like that. And then, of course, there are dies. And you've got dies again for your images, with some additional dies to create sort of a cardstock lily. So these cut out the images, the stamped images, but then you've also got these detail dies that cut out, like you can use this for your cardstock and add this like stamen in the middle and make a beautiful lily this way. I'm thinking this would be really nice if you cut these pieces out with like a ivory or a yellow, or I'm sorry, white, basic white cardstock, and then sponged in like some yellow centers and then added the stamen in there. It's just really pretty. Gorgeous. Okay, there's another Easter set that is all fun. Okay, this one's called Excellent Eggs. You've got two two egg images and a little bunny. This one is kind of a cute bunny because I think this could look like a chocolate bunny if you wanted it to. Just the way he's standing so perfectly, like, you know, one of those little chocolate bunnies. You could do like a pecan pie bunny with a espresso stamp and get a cute little chocolate bunny out of that. But I really like the Happy Easter, Hello Spring. And then the dies here are really fun. Because you've got, of course, eggs, but they're detailed and they have really pretty stitching around them. I wish you could see. And this cute little Ricky Rack egg. So you can decorate the eggs like they've done here and just cut them out, or you can add some of these details with various stripes of paper and cardstock and have like a patterned egg that way. So it's really pretty, and I like this little detailed egg and this little bunny. So it's a nice little Easter set. So this one's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, here we have a hot air balloon. It's really a fun little set. It's got baker's twine and these cute little gems, and of course hot air balloons and some really pretty paper. The dies cut out the hot air balloon and its pieces. Now we've had a set like this in the past. That was more of a kind of old-fashioned almost hot air balloon with lots of detail. This one has detail too, but it's more, I would say it's more cute in the air balloon, and it's not as technical. The other one had a lot of lacy pieces, whereas here you've only got a few. I like this additional heart shaped one, and I like this additional piece that's like a string piece, you know, with the basket. Anyway, I think that's a nice detail. I think that the clouds are nice. It's just really fun. I love this banner for your greeting, but it also, I don't know if you noticed, fits across like here. So you can use it that way. So it's really nice, and a lot of it cuts out some of the images, like you can cut out the images from the paper as well. And anyway, I like this set a lot, even though we've had a balloon in the past. That's too big. I sold my old balloon, so it's nice to have a new balloon. Here we go. Like, there we go. And then the papers last time were very dark paper. Well, they were dark blues and navies, and this one's very bright. Think of ice cream parlor type papers, which is good because there's an ice cream set coming up. So this paper has hot air balloons on it. Then you've got so you've got that one, and on the back you've got stripes and all these kind of pastel, which I think ice cream parlor look, and then these little polka dots kind of look ice cream flavor sprinkles. And I'm saying this a lot because there is an ice cream stamp. But then you've got clouds, some yellow stripe. This is that new lemon lolly. On the back of that, some fresh freesia. I mean bubble bath. This one is freesia. And on the back of that, some more dots in kind of that pool party. Here's another kind of ice cream parlor look. I think little diamonds on the back of that. Some nice little scallops. I love this one. The diagonal stripe gets me every time. And then on the back of that, some nice little balmy blue. Looks like net. So it's a really nice paper. Super cute. Springtime, Easter pastels. Really nice. And these are kind of Easter pastels. So this would be a nice paper with those Easter eggs, or with the hot air balloons, or with the upcoming ice cream that I'm going to show you. Or any birthday stamp, really. It's a nice little pastels springtime paper. And I love the springtime. These really are cheerful, aren't they? So this is a cheerful, this little combination right here is cheerful. Even if you decide that you don't need the entire suite, you don't need the dies and the stamps, just adding this to your collection will really give you a lot of springtime look. And you'll be able to kind of add this in to what you've already got, and that'll give you fresh. It looks fresh, doesn't it? Okay, next. Okay, here's that ice cream one I was talking about. Ice cream swirls. I love the size of this. It's big. So like the whole card front is the ice cream cone. So imagine your card front is, you know, what for? I'm gonna try and find one on my desk. It's just a card base, but see how big this ice cream cone is? So like the whole front of your card is huge. It's beautiful. And then you've got things like the donut and the strawberries and a cherry on top and a cute little cookie straw. This will be fun for watercoloring. You know, I love that. And then the way it cuts out is really interesting. So you've got dies to cut out your various things, your various shapes. And you've got dies to cut out sprinkles. Okay, here we go. Sprinkles. Here's that. You can add a paper to your cone. You've got this texture piece, which is really fun. But look at this cone. See how it's two pieces and it folds in the middle? Because it's so big, you can use that as a card all by itself. Like the cone is the card. And they can open it up and it'll say happy birthday in there. And it's just fun. It's like the whole card is the shape of a cone. How cute is that? And then you add the big old ice cream swirl. It's really fun. You can layer it here because see how it cuts out? You can either just cut out the stamped image, like with that, and you've got this, or you can cut out this one and you can have a swirl cone, like you can do a chocolate vanilla or a strawberry vanilla cone, or any flavor you feel like it. So it's a really fun little ice cream cone. Okay, this one is a big bundle, so hold on. Alright, we've got 2 stamp sets, 2 dies, the ribbon, and embellishments. Okay, this one is really pretty, and it's one of those things that you can layer and really play around with, and I think to see how pretty it is, you're playing around with it. I'm going to show a lot of videos because I really do think it's really pretty with these details and these layering pieces, and it kind of could get that collage-y look, kind of artistic, and I like it. But I feel like I need to show it like they did for us for demonstrators, and so when they showed it and the samples she made were just so gorgeous that I want to do the same for you. So here, look, this is a vanilla bean, cocoa bean, don't know. I want them to be coffee. So these are both red rubber stamps. Because they have such detail, that's really a nice quality to them. And there are dies for these. Most of the dies are pretty straightforward. They cut out the images, but there's one. Is it this one? Well, this one's not the one I was thinking of. So you've got dies to cut out the images, but then also these tiny little additional, I love these tiny flowers. So I'm going to use those a lot. I like the samples. This is like a little file tab topper, which is really cute. They showed that to us demonstrators at an event, and it was lovely. This is the one I was thinking of, though. This one, as you saw the stamp set, it has such images that are mostly like backgrounds, so you wonder, what is the die going to do? So the die does cut out these three images. This one, this one, this one. However, you've got all these add-on things, and I love this giant like branch, but what I really like is this piece here, and it's kind of like notebook style. You can make a little notebook, or you can make a card that's got a tearaway, you know, like a little tearaway piece, or you can use these holes to do some lacing with some trim. It's just really a fun, I think when you see samples with that, you're going to think that's really a fun piece, and I wanted to share that with you. And then the paper is gorgeous, but this ribbon is kind of fun too. It's like we used to have a while back, there was a faux leather. This is kind of the same idea, but it has a shimmer to it. So they're calling it gold, or gold, but it's kind of like a gold, not like a shiny, shimmery, satiny gold, but more of like a gold dusted brown. And it's really fun. Faux leather trim, and then this paper is super gorgeous. I want to share that. Okay, they have gold foiling on one side. It's really pretty, so hopefully you can see that. Gorgeous. And the back, some just kind of good background pieces. Here's a big foiled piece. Gorgeous. And background. You can add additional colors to these if you want. Like this would be a nice fun thing to color, or just leave it like this. I love this one. It's like a splattered newsprint, and that, like, I don't know if I can get enough of this. I'm going to want more and more of that. And then here's just a giant gold foil leaf. The back of that is great. And one more or two more. This is like a gold foiled little mesh piece. On the back of that, this is like 6 card fronts, and you can add color to these or leave them and make really nice card fronts out of just this image. Is really nice. And then on the other side you've got that, and then here these are little words, and on the back this looks like a ledger kind of. So it's Notes on Nature Suite, and I think it looks like a notebook, like a gardening notebook or something like that. Oh, and the other item to that is little cork sequins, which is kind of fun. The samples in the catalog are really pretty for that, and you're gonna like the look of those. I skipped a ton of pages because I can't have everything the first order. I did get a lot, as you see. Okay, this one was a demonstrator gift. And so I got this as a gift for attending a Stampin' Up! Event, and it's really fun. You've got all these different plants. I've seen some really pretty fun samples with this from a friend, another stamping friend, Julia. So she's done some really cute things. Look at the size of these bowls. Really fun. So this doesn't show you the size. The reason why is because these are those two-sided stamps where you stamp this image, and then to get this background you would turn it over and use the back. So it's one stamp for both the front and back, and that's how all these are. So the front side doesn't show them at full strength because it's got to get all of them in there. So that one's really fun. Planted Paradise. Okay, this one, I didn't get the stamps or the dies for this. I just got the paper. And sometimes that's a good thing to do if you don't know if you're going to use all of it. Now, the stamps and dies, it's called Just Kidding. The stamps and dies are super fun. There's little building blocks and little toy castle pieces. It's really cute, but I just don't know that I would use it enough because my kids are now older. I would have bought this up in a heartbeat 10 years ago. And I kind of wish my kids were small again sometimes because they're all teenagers, well, and 20. So really cute little kids. So what I thought is if I need some kid items for nephews and nieces and things like that, I could use the images in this and cut them out and use them on a card because it's so cute. The paper is adorable. And then the backs, I like the back images too, just really fun and childlike. There's some really cute images. And then again, the background paper. So I didn't know that I would use, and I might even think of using some of these little images and these little pieces in a scrapbook page because they're really cute. Little back to school, little playtime pages. So I thought that the kids were adorable, but I just didn't know that I would use it enough to get the stamps. Oh, here's one. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, so you can put little kids in here. This is cute. Like I said, though, I didn't know that I would get to use it. Oh, I had a kid who made pillow forts and blanket forts like crazy. Not as elaborate with lights, but David always made pillow forts. Every day I would have to deal with pillow forts. Alright, so it's just adorable paper, and I really thought I wanted to get a taste of it without buying the whole bundle. Oh, look at this little reading under blankets. The images are super adorable. They really are. But what's the back of that one look like? And they're bright and fun. All kids. Just Kidding is the name. Super cute. And again, the back, if you run out of kids, like you've used up the kids you want, then you could go to the back and use the bright and cheery paper. So all I got from that suite is the paper. Another new alphabet die. I love these for my scrapbooking. These little mini alphabets. I thought I'd show you these so you can see what size they are. So they're not super small, but they're nice though because they're not huge, and you cut them all at once if you notice. And so you can use scraps of paper to cut out just the letters that you want, or just cut a whole bunch out, and then whatever you don't use, you have for next time. I love that they put like 2 A's and 2 E's, things that you use a lot of, O's and S's and R's and things like that. So really fun. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Stampin' Up! Celebration. Where is that catalog? Okay, Celebration, January and February only. Okay, first up, watermelon, watercolor watermelon. Really fun. This watermelon actually works with a punch. Like this, and you can cut the bottom part of the watermelon out with it, or the whole watermelon. So both of these work with that. Really cute, and I love the watercolor look of this. This is free with a $50 purchase. This one is called Sunny Days, and it actually matches a stamp set in the annual catalog, which I did order, or it's on my order for next time. I waited until January for my second order, just because, again, I didn't want to get everything at once. And I don't always get everything, but this particular one I am going to get because I love this clouds, and there are dies that go with these. Really fun. I like that flower. And I think the paper is really fun. So this paper, you can use with anything. You don't have to go with the stamp set and dies that it goes with, but it's really cute. And I love the colors here. Strawberries, butterflies. I love this flower, like a poppy. Sunshiny looking cherries. So Sunny Days, the paper name is appropriate, right? Except for these clouds. Sunny Days Designer Series paper. This is free with a $50 purchase. This one is called Flight and Airy, and this one's free with a $50 purchase. And I love the look of this one because this also looks like a watercolor paper. And you've got these cute little birds, and I love birds. So this is a really cute set. And look at these guys, really cute. Adorable. Look at that. Flight and Airy, which is perfectly named. I love this color combination the best. It's like Misty Moonlight and Calypso Coral. Oh, here's these birds. I can imagine cutting these out. There is no stamp or die that necessarily has to go with these either, but it's really cute. There is a bird set in the spring catalog that it would look nice with, but they're not watercolor like this. So this is great to use on its own or with that set. So pretty. Love that one. That one's free with the $50 purchase. There is a baby crib stamp set that's free with $50 purchase that I didn't get because I thought I didn't need a baby crib, and then of course I have 2 showers. That seems to happen to me. Okay, and then I got Softly Stippled. This is free with a $50 purchase, and the name tells you what it is. Stippled florals here, and this is like a brush stroke background. I love the colors here. Calypso Coral, Pool Party. This is Wild Wheat. This is a nice burlappy back. I like that. Pool Party. I can imagine adding some soft color to this with some sponging. That's pretty. Free with a $50 purchase. Another free $50 purchase is this one. It's called Most Adorned. Adored? Adorned. Adored. Hello. Adored. And I think this might be a really good paper. I think this might be something that people pick a lot of because it's got such basic backgrounds, like this little tiny floral with the foil. But then look at this pink. It's so pretty. And you can use that with just about anything. And here we've got a foiled swirly paint technique and a nice little check foil, a heart, floral foil, hearts. I like this one. I like the hearts that get concentrated at the bottom and then come up, and they've switched them so they're upside down right at the 6-inch mark, so you can use these as card fronts and have your hearts going the right way. Smart. This is nice. And this one. So there's a lot of Valentine-y feel to this paper on one side, like here, but the other side is not so much. So that's free with a $50 purchase. There are also some little gems, which I ordered. Oh, here they are. I thought I lost them. Opaque faceted gems, free with a $50 purchase. And there is some blue Pool Party ribbing, which is gorgeous, and I cannot find either on my desk. Christmas just destroyed my desk. It's not my fault, it's Christmas's fault. There's another one called Heartfelt Hellos, which I thought I got, and I cannot find. Again, Christmas. That's what I'm blaming anyway, but it's got a nice Mother's Day, Easter. Oh wait, you know what? Did I show you? No, I didn't show you that one. I don't know where it is. There's another paper. Okay, there is an entire stamp and die collection that goes with this. This is once again one of those where I thought I could get away with just the paper. Now I might be changing my mind on this one because I've seen quite a few adorable things made with these little tool workbenches and things. So we'll see if I resist. But it's something I thought I could cut out myself without using the dies and use these on some scrapbook papers. So this is free with the $50 purchase, but there is an entire suite available in the main catalog. So if you got that suite, you'd be at $50, and then you could choose this as your free paper. But I'm going to try to get away with just this nuts and bolts. This is good scrapbooking paper for me. My husband's fix-it-upper. Actually, not so much anymore. But he used to be a fixer-upper. Okay. And then some rulers, nuts and bolts. pegboard, and then more things to cut out. So really cute. I thought it was really nice paper and really cute. I'm sure I'll get some good use out of it. I just wondered if I needed the entire suite, but you might. Depends on what you've got going on in your life, because there are dies that cut out the various tools. I'm not sure if it cuts out every single tool, but it cuts out quite a few. And then there are stamps as well. Okay, then you've got this stamp set, really cute, free with a $50 purchase. So it's really a nice little, I love this little toucan, and my favorite would have to be the sloth. And then we've got a die set, but the die set is free with a $100 purchase. It's more expensive. So if you spent $150, you could get them both. And I think they are fun. There are some really cute vines. So I wanted to show you the dies because there are a lot here. Sometimes when the dies, there's not as many in the celebration one, but they went with a full entire die set here, which is why it's free with a $100 purchase. So you've got dies to cut out all your animals, cute little lemur. Then you've got these fun leaves and like a tree and this vine. So you can have that little slothy guy hanging from the branch or hanging out. He's really cute. Anyway, these are called Jungle Pals and Jungle Pals dies. So that one's really nice. And then this is free with a $100 purchase. This stamp set with this embossing folder. So they kind of go together. They don't really go together. I mean, like there's nothing that cuts anything out here, but they have the nice little feel to them, kind of a sophisticated look, softly sophisticated. And it's just really cute. These little flowers fit nicely here. They intentionally spaced them and left spaces so you can stamp directly on top. This one goes here, this one goes there, and just a really nice little stamp, a nice embossing folder. This is an embossing folder you can use on anything, really. It's really cute. And then one more. This one's free with a $100 purchase, detailed dogwood, and I really love this little dragonfly right there. Cute, cute. And now I know why I couldn't find that ribbon. I dropped something on my box and water spilled. That's just why this is wrinkled. And I think I put the ribbon next to like one of the air vents in the kitchen where it gets a lot of dryness. So I'll have to go find it. Then I probably picked it up and put it somewhere. No, I can't find it. So these are our free with purchase items. This one's the $100. And then, so since I'm here, you see this mat, and I've already got it used because I was gluing things in my, I have an art journal that I do, and I was decoupaging. So I've got decoupage on here. This will come right up because this is glass, and I can just get a wet sponge and clean that up. This is called a glass mat, and this is kind of a special for celebration, only for people who join during celebration. And there's two options for that. I'm going to do a whole separate video, but since I'm here and this is sitting right here in front of you, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's called the Glass Mat Studio, and it comes with this glass mat. It also comes with, somewhere around here, I haven't opened it. I've used this for about a week now, and I used it with some acrylic paints that I was doing, and I had little blobs of acrylic paint here. I have obviously used it with my collage, and I just clean it up every time. I didn't clean up after my collaging last night, so I have to do that. Just a damp, warm sponge will get up my collage paste, but it also comes with this. So this is a little, I think it's got a tearing thing, a little cloth it's like a chamois. I mean, it's not a cloth, it's not fiber. A sponge. It's like a little chamois, so while it's still wet, you can see how you can hear it. So you can get up the ink, any ink that, maybe you're using your blending brushes and you ink on the side, just wipe it right up, and this can get washed and rinsed out in the sink. And then this is a little silicone mat, and so you can do different things with it. The nice thing about it is that it doesn't move because it's going to like kind of stick wherever you put it. So you can put something in here like your ink pad. It's not going to, see if this will slide on here. You can just put it right there and it kind of grips. It's got little grippies. So you can do that. Or maybe you're working with some small embellishments. You can sprinkle the embellishments in here, some loose things, like little loose sequins and things. You can stick them in here and then, take your pick tool and pick them up, and they're not going to blow across your desk, or beads or something. So it's just a little well. Another thing you can use this for is if you're mixing, like you're mixing some colors and you like to paint like I do, some watercolors. Now this is not a stain resistant thing. So eventually, if you do use this for mixing your paints or your inks, your refill inks and stuff, it will stain eventually. You can wash it up and, you know, it won't just look as perfect anymore, which is fine. I can get over it pretty quickly. In fact, sometimes I break things on purpose. Another thing is it has these little squares in here which fit your spots perfectly. So you can ink up some things with that. Anyway, you can use it to, you know, mix paints in. Like I said, your little sponges, you can throw your daubers on here and they won't roll off your desk. You know, you can kind of just put them there. You can see that I use these with a lot of paint. So it's a fun little pad to kind of corral your stuff. And you can use this, and you can put it half on, depends on how much space you're going to use. So this glass mat studio is only available if you join Stampin' Up in January and February, and I really like it. If you're in the US, your main rule area here will be in inches and things, imperial measurements, but if you live in a European country, your main rule area will be in metric. So it'll be a little different. But again, it's only for if you join now. After the celebration period is over, they may make this available. It depends on how well it's sold. So if they have a lot left over, they'll make them available right away. If they don't have much left over, then they will have to decide whether or not it's worth putting it into production and getting more, and then they will make those available for sale for demonstrators first, because we use them in our craft rooms. Or they might put them, it depends. Just kind of depends on how it goes. This is a new product, so we'll see how it goes. Again, this is free with your starter kit when you join during celebration. But if you think to yourself, okay, so the starter kit is $99, you get this free. This cost on this, without the starter kit, the price point is going to be $60. So it's a free $60 item that comes with these three pieces here, this, and this. And so I think it's really a nice little thing. And like I said, I'm going to do a whole video on just this glass mat and the join promotion. But let's say you think to yourself, you know what, I don't think I would use that glass mat. I don't know that I have a desk that I want to put that on, or I'm really happy with how I do things, or maybe you already have a glass mat. Then the other option is, if you join and you don't think that you will use this glass mat, option 2 is you can choose any $30 worth of product in addition to your starter kit. So maybe you want to grab some more ink colors or some more punches or a paper trimmer or something else. You want to add that to your starter kit, you can do that. So you can add it. So no matter what, the starter kit's $99. It just depends on what it's going to come with in addition. The $99 gets you any choice items that you want of $125 worth of products. You go put stuff in your shopping cart until it gets to $125, and then you only pay $99. And then it's going to say, what do you want to add? You want to add the glass mat studio, or do you want to pick $30 more worth of stuff? So that's up to you. That's all I have to say about that. So this is the new stuff coming in January. I hope that you'll come back. I will have videos on a lot of these products that you've seen me purchase, and I'll have a separate video on the join deal coming up in January. I hope y'all have a good end of the year and holiday, and see you soon. Bye.